Hey Josh, how are you? Hey Raymond, Sink, how you guys doing? Mike, Jack. All right. Oh man, I'm just surviving, getting through another day. Okay, it's all right. Froze for a second. Cross my fingers. If I lose you guys, I might restart my phone. I'm not seeing any messages, so maybe things are funkified. Come on, phone. Did Kurt like Subvert? He said he did. I don't know. I don't think Kurt was into hardcore punk, though, that much. But, I mean, he said he liked it. He probably didn't really. Hi, Monica. Hey, BizWiz. No, I mean, Kurt wasn't really into hardcore political punk. So, what do you say? I mean, it's okay. I didn't like Nirvana either. No, I'm kidding. I don't like your band either, Kurt. You guys suck. Never gonna go see your band again. Oh, I just lost a watcher. Pissed him off. I don't know. I never talked to Kurt about metal too much. Probably I was into metal, so I probably asked him back then, about bands. I don't. Yes, we had a gig. It went all right. It went all right. I saw something where Kirk Hammett was talking about Nirvana. I remember that. Um, I seem to remember Kurt Cobain talking about Kirk Hammett showing up to a show one time. I don't know. That just came to mind. I love the Bad Brains. So some of you guys watched the show last night? Love the Bad Brains. Your first record player? Oh, you got your first record player? Killer. I don't know. It's you said the volume wasn't working. So, I don't know. Maybe might have been something with your computer. Or something, because I know a lot of people did watch it and it was streaming, but at one point they cut it off because Pat had problems with his amp, so we had to borrow an amp. Oh, it wouldn't play for you either, huh? Crap. Well, I know some people watched it. So, oh yeah, no, there was PA trouble. So this is the deal. Like the guy had so we played in one room, so it was like kind of like a split room of a house. So it would have been a living room and a dining room. So we played would have been in the dining room, right? And he had the speakers, both speakers, inside the other room, like on the sides of the wall, and he had one kind of pointed at us. So I couldn't hear what the hell I was singing. I mean, it's difficult sometimes. Uh, but he didn't let us know that we needed a monitor. So next time we play there, we're going to bring our own monitor because a quote from Kurt Kofeld, who I played in the band with, he said, "It sounds like you're singing into a mattress." You know, it's like you can't hear anything. You know, I mean, it becomes like you lose your voice because you're singing too. I mean, I was singing probably too loud. You know. No, David. You know what, man? Bob rocks. You gotta understand. Bob broke 3 fingers, dude. Like in September. That guy healed in 4 months, and he is a tough motherfucker. No, Bob rocks, man. There's no doubt about it. He can't play as hard as he would like to right now. I mean, he literally one of his fingers was so crushed he can't. He can only move it like it's actually this finger too. So he has to hold a stick like that, man. I mean, like literally, like he's flipping somebody off. I mean, he can't even get a good grip on the stick hardly. But he does like what you saw. That's him playing like a fucking injured hand, you know, and that's pretty badass because you know what I mean. But did you just okay? Anyway, yeah, you know the whole PA situation. What do you do, man? And the guy who put on the show, right? He was overall he was nice, everything was cool, but at one point, um, cool, David. Um, at one point, he he said that we only have a few minutes left, and we only played like 5 songs, and I'm like, I don't know if you guys heard me, but I was like, no, you know what? Well, all the practice recordings you've seen is with Bob healing. You know, I mean, literally. That's like there might be a couple older recordings, just shit that barely any though. Only a couple that I have on my page from years ago. But anyway, no, Bob rocks. Bob absolutely rocks. And another thing I want to say, I've been in a lot of fucking bands, right? And why I'm saying that is at one point I was like, you know what? I want to play with fucking good people that are friends that I get along with, and I don't need to worry about like, if they're the best fucking musicians or they're the coolest looking people or whatever, because longevity. This is the longest bands I've ever been in. They're not the. This isn't the band I've done the most with, really. Like we haven't really toured or anything, which is a downer. But I mean, all the other bands I played in that were really serious. There's always drama, you guys. And I would say that like you want to play in a band with friends. If you want to make it in a band and have it possibly short lived, then worry about getting the best guys. Get the best guys. Best gear. But I'll tell you what, man. Egos and that shit, your band will last way less time, guaranteed, dude. So you got weigh it out. Do I want to be in a band for 2 years that tours and breaks up and maybe puts out a record, or do I want to be in a band for 10 years and we're really good friends? We record, we play shows, we have fun, we never argue. Literally, we always get along. So you got to weigh that out. And here, 10 years later, it's like I mean, we're all fucking pushing 50, and we have more people than ever that care about the band. So you got to weigh it out. Um, I don't know. I mean, with all respect, you guys. I mean, David and whoever ever else is in a band out there, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm just saying I've probably been in 30 bands. I've been in bands where I was worried about the right people. Went through so many lineup changes. Bands break up, reform, da 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 da, and it's a nightmare. It becomes like, oh my god, you know. So yeah, constructive criticism. I love that word. The words. I use those two words a lot. Yeah, man. You want to find friends, people that you will not argue with. I mean, little things here and there, but I'll tell you guys, man. Honestly, we have never argued. We've had like very minor disagreements. Minor disagreements. Like, I mean, to the point of like, no, no, I get the last beer. No, no, okay, let's split it. Kind of shit, right? All right, who's buying the chicken for the barbecue this today? Oh, okay, I'll buy it. No, I'll buy it. No, I'll buy it. Okay, we'll both buy chicken. No, okay, you get the hamburger, I'll get the chicken. That's our arguments. I'm serious. You guys will I'll invite you to our barbecue. I'll bring my phone. You can come to our barbecue and barbecue a sleeper cell. If you live close by, hey, come on down. Or you forget a beer in the freezer. Yeah, that's not good. I gotta read some of these to see. Hear that's so true. The guys I'm with Stoner Rock, I've jammed with 25 years. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I told you a lot of you guys about how long I've known Pat and Bob. I went to elementary school with Bob, and I've known Pat since 1984. You know, so we've known each other a long time. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think it makes a huge difference in songwriting. I wish we could. I really want to tour. Um, so hopefully that will happen at some point. You're Eric Smith, man, coming to the barbecue. Is there any new bands that I enjoy? Yeah, you guys asked me, I try to think of new bands. I really like Other Lives, um, and God, I'll remember a band and be like, oh, okay. When somebody asks me that question, I'll have an answer. There is though. There is actually there's a group, a sub pop band I was just turned on to. I'm gonna go see him play in April. Called Loma. I'm gonna go see Loma play. A female vocalist. They're good. Pretty good. My favorite movie. Um, I would say. Uh, what's the name of it? I don't know, man. I just watched Hellboy 2 again. And I freaking love Guillermo. Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy 2. I mean, Guillermo del Toro is absolutely incredible, and I would put Guillermo del Toro at the top of the list. Um, and what's his name? Uh, all right, I'm trying to remember his name. I'm losing people. I must be just boring as fuck, man. So, you guys that are leaving, I don't know. I'm who I am. I can't. Female duo called Girlwood. GRL. Okay, cool. I should write that down. Um, hold on. I need to remember. Okay, hold on. I want to tell you the movie that I'm trying to think of. I'll be right back. All right. Django Unchained, I think, is about one of my favorite movies. Django Unchained. Terry Gilliam is amazing too. Absolutely, man. Love Terry Gilliam. And Jim Jarmusch. I love Jim Jarmusch movies like Mystery Train, um, Coffee and Cigarettes. That's not my favorite Jim Jarmusch movie. I like Down by Law a lot. Down by Law is. How often do I listen to Nirvana? Uh, you mean by my choice? I would say maybe once every 2 months. You know, but I mean, I'll put on like I'll watch like a little bit of a live thing once in a while or something. But I think this whole thing has gotten me more like listening to songs, but probably more than once every 2 months now. But normally that's kind of like be like, oh, I want to listen listen to a song or something. But yeah, so the last 2 months I've listened to way more Nirvana than I usually would. You know, I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know, some stuff I've just listened to so much. I'm just like, I want to like not listen to it long enough that when I listen to it, it sounds fresh again. So there's songs like even in his youth, I played that recently and it sounded amazing and I hadn't really heard it in a while. So there's songs like that that'll just come to mind. I'll be like, oh yeah, I haven't listened to that in a long time. Let's see how that stands up now after whatever, not hearing it for 2 years or something, right? So yeah, D7's good. Fuzz. So Girlwood, Fuzz. Hey, Inklet Music. What's oh, this is your other account. Oh. Um show was good, man. There's just that moment with the bass amp and the dude was like, "Ah, you only got one more song." And I'm like, "No. We just hauled our fucking gear down here to play 5 songs? I don't think so." So I was like, "We're going to play our whole set." It was cool. Everything worked out good. But for a second I was like, "What? You're not going to cut us off, man. No way." But he didn't. I was like, "Nah, we're going to keep playing." So I know some of it's on that website. You guys can watch it if you want to. I mean, there's some stuff from the show last night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi, Amy. Favorite movie soundtrack or title music? Favorite movie soundtrack? Um, I don't know. I don't really listen to. I'd say Dream with the Fishes. Dream with the Fishes is really good. We only have one actual recorded album that, we had the CDs pressed, but we've done about three, like, I mean, we probably have like 40 songs or something, but there's only about 15 that we can bust out pretty quick. I mean, some of them we'd have to relearn. It's just been so long. I mean, we've had a lot of songs on the burner. 10 years worth, you know. Probably in the last like 3 years, we've written least songs. Um, it's kind of slowed down a little bit, with songwriting, but I think I've gotten pickier. I want like when we write a song, I want it to be really freaking good. I don't want to you know, just have some song that's thrown together. Sleeper Cell is not going to throw together songs. If it takes us a year to make a really good song, we will. We'll take a year to do it. The craziest concert I've been to. Well, that's a good question, Josh. I like that one. Craziest concert. Well, I'd say outside, before getting in, would have been a Slayer show on Halloween. I remember people just like going banana, and it was a Rain and Blood tour too, you guys. So it was a Rain and Blood tour, Halloween, in Seattle, or it was. I think it was Halloween. You probably can look it up. I mean, it's probably like 1988 or something like that. That was crazy. That was a crazy show. It was memorable. Um, for Slayer fans, I mean, Slayer fans were just maniacs, absolutely maniacs. If you guys know the album Rain and Blood, you can imagine like Halloween, Seattle, Rain and Blood, just Slayer fans, just long-haired fucking crazy nutcases. And I was one of them, but I wasn't that. I was more like, whoa, man. These guys are all on meth or something. Holy shit. Um, Rain in Blood. That's right. Rain in Blood. I like Carlos Santana. Have you seen the video where he runs into his old bandmate that's like homeless, and he brings him like a envelope with a bunch of money or something in it and reconnects with him? It's pretty powerful. So I don't know a whole lot about Carlos Santana, but the fact that he went out of his way to, you know, meet up with the old bandmate was pretty badass. Yeah, David, you've seen it. Yeah, that was amazing. Let's see, another crazy concert. Man, that's um I saw Celtic Frost in 2007, and I don't know if it was exactly crazy, but it was pretty memorable because those guys sounded really. I mean, they played for like 2 hours or something, and they were really really good. I mean, it was freaking heavy. Um, I have seen oh, Anthrax. I saw Anthrax and Megadeth, and who else played that one? Sanctuary or something. Anthrax. It was Peace Cells tour. So like, yeah, I mean, when Peace Cells came out, I liked Peace Cells. I thought it was a good album. Metal Church. I've never seen Metal Church, but I love Metal Church. Um, crazy. Oh, crazy show, Josh. I got the craziest show for you. Here we go, guys. It was the day after I moved to Albuquerque, and I don't think I've told this story before. Um, NoFX was playing. Okay, I didn't really know much about NoFX. It was like 1991, so it was like I just moved to Albuquerque, and I, ran into, I met a new friend, and him and his girlfriend or something. Like we went down to the show, and there had been like. I don't know. There was a skinhead problem in the town, but there was a skinhead gathering, right? And they all showed up to the show, and literally it turned into a riot. And one of the guys from NoFX got stabbed, and there was like somebody flipped over a car, and like a bunch of people got hurt. And me and Pumpkin and the girl, I was familiar with that shit because of subvert shows. So, you know, the second I saw the skinheads get up on stage and start chanting white power when the first band was playing, and then like all of a sudden like the skinheads that were in there started attacking people, I was like whoop, out. I mean, we were out of there so quick. I mean, I knew it. I knew before shit started happening that it was a bad scene, man. So we were out of there, and we watched it from kind of an overpass. It was freaking chaos, man. Josh, so that's the craziest show I ever went to. No Effects didn't get to play either. One of the guys just got stabbed. It's horrible. Some bands emphasize synchronization. Yeah, the whole skinhead scene was pretty violent in the 80s. Like I witnessed a lot of chaos. Um, fights, and that happened a lot. I mean, they'd come to see Subvert shows, and a lot of the time people wouldn't let them in, or they'd get kicked out because just political views. Like 99% of the time the bands were playing, would be like, no, man, you guys got to go, unless you're Sharps or something, right? So there was that whole, yeah, the Sharps, skinheads against racial prejudice. It was just weird, like that type of thing. It's it still happens some, but not like then. I mean, back then it was, at least in the United States. I don't think it's as crazy. I mean, I know around here it's not. But that shit still happens though. It does still happen for sure. You know, but yeah, yeah, that Albuquerque show, man, that was crazy. I almost wanted to move back home immediately. I was almost like, oh, this is this is messed up. I don't know if I want to stay in this scene, but it turned out that the Albuquerque scene was actually really cool. So I'm happy I stayed. It was definitely fun. So anyway, you guys like the Trailer Park Boys? I freaking love the Trailer Park Boys. I was rewatching. I've seen every season now. Probably some of the seasons I've seen five, six times. Did I lose you guys? Um, I mean, I rewatch Trailer Park Boys. I'm watching season 8 again right now. I just watched season 11 for the first time, the whole thing. Well, season 8, probably watching for the third time now. It's been a while since I saw it, probably a year and a half or 2 years. Yeah, Josh? Killer, man. Really? It's awesome. Leahy, I know. Dude. I think, season 12 is coming out the end of this month, and it looks like Leahy's in it. So, I wonder if he passed away right after they filmed it or something. That must have been really, man, that must have been really super messed up. And those guys have lost. What's wrong with Montage of Heck? What do you mean? Oh, what? Montage of Heck. I don't know what you're asking. I'll answer you if I can. Psycho Gemini, you gotta watch it. It's good stuff. Or are you not old enough? Stereotype relies on prejudice. Montage of what's wrong with Montage of Heck? Uh-oh, I lose you guys? What's going on here? Maybe I'm losing you guys. I don't know. Okay, cool. What do I see wrong with the film? I think it focuses on it just seems like it focuses on the more negativity of what Kurt, um I don't know. It just puts him in a light that's just didn't seem right to me. It actually really bummed me out and made me kind of pissed off because that wasn't Kurt, you know? I mean, it really painted a a picture of him that I mean, from time to time, I'm sure, he was in a bad state or whatever, but you know, I saw him in December of '93 and he was fine, you know? And it was late. It was late. It was like 2 in the morning, and I sat there and talked to him for an hour, and he is fine. He was coherent. He was like, we were talking about all kinds of stuff. He wasn't fucked up. He wasn't drinking. He wasn't doing anything. You know, any drugs. He was smoking a cigarette. Smoking cigarettes. That was it. He was not fucked up. You know? I mean, if he did any drugs or something, it would have been like right when he got off stage, I guess. But I kind of doubt that, because it wasn't very long that I saw, I mean, when they got done, I got backstage pretty quick. And I'm sure he just kind of went back and just started chilling already. So that would have been a period of 2 hours, right? If he did drugs before they played. So that would have been, you know, 2 hours. He was fine. So, it's just things like that. Like the whole picture of Montage of Heck showing how fucked up Kurt was, but it's showing video footage of when he was fucked up, or what, different, right? Different, like, film shots of him and Courtney and whatever. But that's a very small percentage. That's my belief. I mean, though I only saw him that one time that year, so who knows? But you guys know. I mean, there's a lot of interviews. There's people talking about being around him then, that he was doing good. Oh yeah, I've seen the Nardwuar. Oh yeah, I love Nardwuar. Nardwuar's YouTube channel, you guys, is fucking amazing. If you're not subscribed to Nardwuar's YouTube channel, check it out. It's I mean, even the most obscure, like, weird hip hop artists on there, the interviews are still good. you know. He interviews Katy Perry before she got really big. You guys got to watch that. You'll gain a respect for Katy Perry if you just think she's a pop queen, a pop princess or something, which she kind of is, but she's actually a really cool person, very cool person. Nardwuar is way funny. I got to meet him one time, well, a couple times, but he came in. I worked in a music store, and he came in, and and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, how can I get your videos, man? I've seen some of those." And he gave me a card and said, "Hey, send me a videotape, and I'll record you Nardwuar video." I didn't end up doing it. I should have, but anyway, now they're all online. Ouch. Yeah, that sounds hit with a beer bottle. I don't know if I've seen the Nardwuar War interview. Wait a second. No, I have. I think I have. I've watched a lot of his interviews. So I may have. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't know. The connection seems okay on my side. So, hey, Shadows will scream that I'm alone. Oh yeah, Pharrell interviews are really good. Yeah, yeah. The Henry Rollins interview is good. When he interviews Josh from Caius and Queens, I don't really know. I actually, Josh kind of rub you. He seemed like not really that cool. It's kind of like, is this guy? I don't know. I have not watched The Walking Dead. I've watched a little bit of it. I don't know. I don't know what is. I mean, I guess I need to watch it. The whole zombies. I love Return of the Living Dead. That's my favorite, and I love Evil Dead Part Two. I'm not a big zombie film person, though. I like them. I probably need to watch The Walking Dead. I've heard really good things about it. You get Josh kicking the photographer in the face. I haven't seen it. Song. Eh. Oh, going through. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Kurt's got some good bands on that list for sure. Some old punk stuff. I've looked at that list that's in the journals, or maybe it's somewhere else too. But I think there's a list in the journals I've read. Girlwood. I will check out Girlwood, Mike. More Black Flag. Yeah, I mean, I really wish like Kurt was around right now and we could talk about music at this point in my life. It would be, you know, um, yeah, you know. Can you explain what it's like to create a song? It's actually therapeutic to me. Yeah, Brandy. You know, it focuses on his stomach problem. It focuses on things that, like maybe that's why he killed himself and because he was in so much pain and he had tried to kill himself before and he's so fucked up because he's doing so many drugs and fame is too much for him. It's just like on and on. It's like, you know what? I can tell you Kurt wouldn't have liked the film. I really believe that. Absolutely. You'd have been like, or if he probably is why. He probably has seen it, you know? He's like going like, oh, I don't know, Brett. But, I mean, it's pretty heavy when you compare two films, Soaked in Bleach and Montage of Heck, and Soaked in Bleach is like amazing. I mean, it's really well done compared, you know. I mean, not that Montage of Heck isn't. There's some interesting stuff in there, but I mean, Soaked in Bleach is just all around. Even like put aside the just say, oh, okay, it was all made up or whatever. It's still like way more entertaining film. It is, you know. And I think as time goes on, I just had and I had another conversation about Soaked in Bleach and everything with somebody, and it was really intense. And she knows Charles Cross. She had some things to say about Charles Cross that wasn't good. And see, I didn't know Charles Cross, so Charles interviewed me, and then you know, I mean, I'm not talking shit about Charles, but uh, I don't know. There's some things that she said that were it's kind of like, wow. Well, that's whatever. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm not trying to. I don't know, man. People picture him as a loud guitar playing. Yeah, see, that's fucked up. Fuck that. Yeah, I mean, that right there, like, would drive you to become a drug addict. If you think people are like looking at, if you're younger and you don't really have your head on, uh, well, it just it was basically that she knows that it was Charles did do the book with Courtney. I mean, it was like the narrative that would be given in Heavier Than Heaven, would be it would have to have been okay with Courtney. I mean, that's, the story that's given in anyway. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. It's cool to see Rockstar cover regular kid. Yeah, I don't think he ever wanted to be thought of as a rock star. You know, I think it became pretty overwhelming for him. Absolutely, but he had a solid head on his shoulders. I mean, and it looked like he was trying to get his. He looked like he was really trying to get his shit together when everything went to hell. You know, so let's see. Where'd you get the mask behind you? Where did I get that? Goodwill. Got that at Goodwill. Yeah, Frances says she doesn't like Nirvana. I don't totally believe her though. I bet she just doesn't want to say she's a Nirvana fan, but or she just avoids listening to very much. It's hard to say like how you'd feel if you're I don't know, if that all that happened and then, it may make you uncomfortable to even listen to the band. So, yes, like playing in a house party like last night, that's the most fun for me. I love playing small space where you're like head level with people. I'm not a big fan of stages, you know, um, especially if there's not many people. It's like playing on a stage kind of blows, really, you know. Oasis, I don't really like Oasis or Blur. Hey, Catherine, I'm not really that wiped out. I was more wiped out yesterday. Yeah, the two shows that I saw Nirvana in like Coliseums were the worst show. I mean, my most unfavorite shows. I'd say I didn't say they were bad, but you know, I mean, it's like nothing like seeing him in a smaller venue. Sure. So yeah, that's the whole thing with like being in a rock band. Like if you're starting out in a rock band, you think that playing in an arena to thousands of people is the goal or something, right? Getting a record deal. And really, a lot of that ruins it, you know? I mean, it ruins the what's so exciting, like playing in front of 100 people in a house party. You can't beat that, man. You can't. You can't. I would play in front of 100 people in a house party before I would play in front of 5,000 people in a big club. That's the truth. Yeah, I mean Reading, shit, just I've heard Dave talk about how nervous he was. It's like at that point it takes a lot to get nervous. But you get nervous when there's like 100,000 people in front of you. You're gonna be like, oh my god, you know. Yeah, I think they did blow up because the music was that good, though. You know, my belief is that if they would have put out that album on Sub Pop or put it out on you know some other smaller label, it still would have ended up where it is today. It would have gotten re-released or something. It still would have. The songs are that good. It wouldn't have just been like a Jesus Lizard record or something. They could have gone with touch and go, and still, I mean, it maybe would have taken a little bit longer, but good. I mean, great songs are great songs, and it maybe takes a little while longer to, for things to pick up. Hey now, Eric Smith, be good to your own music. What's good. You record yourself and listen back. Yeah, yeah. There were groupies. I don't remember seeing many groupies until I don't know. It would have been like later, like maybe I mean 91 really, so it would have been after, Nevermind stuff. Before that, I don't really remember. I mean, there were more like it wasn't really groupies though, you know. Courtney's a groupie, yeah. She was the ultimate groupie, huh? There are photos. I know this for sure, though I have not seen them. This is the deal with photos of me and Kurt. Okay, when Nick Soulsby wrote "I Found My Friends," okay, he asked Tracy. I'd never asked Tracy if she had photos of me and Kurt. I just didn't. I mean, I didn't really care, honestly. But he asked her, and she told him, yes, she knows she does have photos of us. I have not seen them. Now, she's got a lot of photos, so um, believe me, I'm interested. If those photos exist, I'd love to see them. I really would. Um, I just next time I talk to her, I'm gonna ask her about it, and we'll find out. You know, find them because Nick Soulsby, he wouldn't be, you know, giving me a line of shit, and um, yeah, so hey, thank you, Andre. Thanks for watching. The craziest experience? Well, it would be like the fire extinguisher. You know, that's the craziest one I remember for sure. Um, and let's see the party after Chris's wedding. He like walked through the cake. I remember that he was like going out the window to get on the uh, front roof of the house, like the I don't know what you call it. But I remember like he was pretty drunk and he was like walking like right in the cake and I don't know, like what are you doing? I don't think analog recording is superior to digital anymore. I don't. I think for a while it was, even when digital was starting to happen. But then there was a point when tube preamps tube preamps are what helps make and good mics. So nice mics and expensive tube preamps will make a digital recording sound like 2-inch tape or beyond. I mean, I don't know. I once asked Jack and Dino, see if you guys can guess this. Okay, I got a question for you all watching. I asked Jack this one time. I was like, why did they stop at 2 inches for tape? Why didn't they? I mean, for recording tape, they stopped at 2 inches for your basic 24, 32 track machines. What is the answer? I'll tell you the answer he gave me, and it made sense. See if you guys can, anybody can guess that. The answer is pretty easy. Once he told me, I was like, oh, all right. Come on. No? You guys aren't interested? You guys talking amongst yourself? Did you guys hear the question? No? Yes? All right. Because 3 inches would just look silly. Nope. No idea. Because the tapes are so heavy, like literally for the machine to actually run the tapes for rewinding and running them really fast all the time, you can't the motor would wear out too quick. So that was like the the sensible or the weight that a machine could handle, you know, like without breaking down too quick was 2 inch tape was as heavy as you could get because they got to rewind, fast forward, all the time. So the machines that inside it, that control that, if it was any heavier, I mean, it would have to be like, I mean, it would just be, it's already like a washing machine. Yeah. So that's what Jack told me. It made sense. But I was like, why didn't they make 3 inch tape? Make the recordings even warmer sounding. It's like, oh, cool. What kind of tape machine? I had a 16 track half-inch machine for a while. I recorded a lot of my Enigma stuff was recorded on quarter-inch 8 track. Some of that amazing sounds on that. I mean, I love that recording setup, really. I wouldn't mind having it again if I had the right place, to record. I have a Fostex 4 track that stopped working. It's a pretty nice one, too. That's why they call it runoff. I think it's realistic. I can't remember. Been in the basement. Oh, so it's like a 2 track or whatever. Those are cool, See if you can find quadraphonic. I do have a rat. I have 2 rat pedals, but I don't use the rats right now. I have this like weird distortion pedal that is like a custom made thing. I bought all these guitar pedals from this woman, like a bunch of guitar pedals, and there's a couple different really killer fuzz pedals. So right now I'm using a custom made pedal. It doesn't has no name on it, but it's amazing sounding. So I keep using that. But I like MXR though. MXR Distortion Plus. What? You're not first name, last name? You're not another who's recording on tape. Like I was saying, see, I think the warmth of analog. I wish your band was here to battle my neighbors, shut them down. What's going on, Catherine? Wow. Oh, Sansamp, that's a good one. What's going on with your neighbors? You just got to turn up the stereo. Uh-oh. It's that bad? What are they playing? Somebody help Catherine. Anybody in Long Beach? Is Tupac Man home? Probably, yeah. Oh, I should play some guitar, huh? But I think he's home. I'm a little out of it. I'll jam for you guys next live for sure. I need to bust it out. I just wanted to say hi for a little while. So, no bands here except in my apartment. This place is quiet. A lot of mostly quiet. There's a auto parts place across the street. It's not too quiet. Catherine, you okay? Should we call 911? All right. Can't wait to hear you how to get the trip sound play. Uh-oh. Oh, karaoke. What parts of Washington State are nice to move to? Which towns do you recommend? Olympia. Probably Olympia, Bellingham. Um, and that's about it. Everyone call 911. No. Yeah, okay, if you're going to move here, okay, if you like to smoke weed, then you're going to be happy. Because there's a lot of weed here, man. A lot. I don't really smoke much weed, but I probably should because, maybe I'll get really stoned and I'll do a live and just see how it goes. um, but yeah, it's expensive though. That's a problem now, unfortunately. And Tacoma has been cheap for years, and now it's like, now it's expensive because everybody moves here for Microsoft or Starbucks or Amazon or weed. So yeah, I think every state will, weed will be legal at some point, except the really Christian, like some of those, you know, ultra right. Well, I mean, even like right wing states will have legal weed at some point, but some of them, like Alabama or maybe places like that, it'll take a long time. Oh my gosh, 1 million subs? I don't know. See, okay, here we go. Okay, this is the same type of thing. Like I was saying, I'd rather play in front of 100 people than 5,000. You guys are like, what? You're full of shit. No, I'm not full of shit. I'd rather have what I have now than 1 million subs. Because if I did this with 1 million subs, I wouldn't even be able to read it, man. Like trying to respond to messages, I'd have to hire somebody. These people have to hire people, you know? I mean, yeah, I make more money, right? I mean, that's a given, right? You play in front of 5,000 people, you make a lot more money. Whatever. I'll make like now on my YouTube channel, I'm making about $130 in a month. It's not bad. I mean, I'm happy. I'm not. That's like not making any money off the tapes. That's been not my copyrights, of course, from the beginning. But I mean, $130 for a month. That's pretty cool. That's you know. Do you do your own booking for? Yeah, yeah. I don't think it'll happen on a federal level for right now. It might someday, though. You know. One big circle. You guys all getting stoned? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of you guys may not have heard when I said I was making $5 a month on my YouTube channel before this, I mean, so I was like, I'm really surprised to have made this. I mean, it's great because it pays for, my electricity. So I can pay for my electricity and my car insurance, right? Right there. Like my YouTube pays 2 bills. So I look at it like that. I'm like, man, that's great. That's like my main 2 bills right there. Hippie circle. Let's do it. Oh, maybe I should open another beer. What time is it, you guys? West Coast time. Because I'd have to turn you off to see the time right now. Anybody got the time? West Coast time? Anyone? You wish you were a rocker? Oh, 5:30. Okay, thanks. Hey, thank you. Cool. 5:50. Oh, it's beer 30. 5:50 is beer 30. Everyone should pay you 5:50. Yeah, asking for money, I don't want to do that. It's like if you watch my channel enough, like trying to get, hey, like, subscribe, guys. Hey, and you can click that button, all right? Make sure you like me. All that shit. Ah, fuck that. I don't honestly, I'm sorry, but I don't care. I think the people will that relate will show up here, right? And I've had people, say, "Hey, can I donate or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cool." So, I've sent them my PayPal. So, I do that. 8:51. Ah, it's late, man. Oh yeah, you're in Wisconsin, Monica? Is that right? Or Minnesota? Wisconsin or Minnesota or Michigan? Somewhere over there. John, is it just me or smells like Teen Spirit kind of sounds more like? Oh yeah, no, I got a feeling. No, people have said that. Yeah, they've said it sounds like Godzilla, too. No, 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 no clickbait, you guys. I mean, if I okay, look, if I put Nirvana, Kurt Cobain in every one of my videos, I'd get twice as many views, three times as many views. If I put Nirvana in a video now, if I'm actually talking about, I get like more, like 4 or 5 times. So, but you know what? I'm just not gonna do that, man. That's not how my head is. It's not trying, I don't want to mislead anybody, okay? I only get one asshole now. Only about one asshole every 2 or 3 days, you know? And you don't even last long enough for you guys to even read it. So usually like, oh, who do you think you are? You're just a liar. That's what they say, and I'm like, oh, delete. You get people, they're know-it-alls. People that are know-it-alls, and they're full of themselves, and, you know, block, I block them, yeah. It used to really bother me. Now it's like, it bothers me for a second that there's people like that. That does bother me, there's people like that, you know? Because you don't have to even, why even waste your time, I mean, then it's like, if it's not your thing, just move on. You don't have to, you know, make up some bullshit message to me. So, yeah, no, I know. Haters. It's okay, but because you know what? There's a hell of a lot more lovers on here, alright? People that are good. I know. I've gotten a lot of messages from you guys. A lot. Personal messages. I've gotten tons of. Believe me, you guys, I don't take that for granted for a frickin' second, alright? It really means a lot to me. It really does. Really does. You know? So I mean, I read most every message I can read. I'm kind of like my internet problem right now. I should be up and running more tomorrow. Thank you, Catherine, Amy, Andre. You know, like I've said, I hope I get to meet Psycho, Gemini. I hope I get to meet all you guys. And a couple individuals on here have sent videos of themselves playing and talking, and that's way cool. And some other people have too. So I don't want to, say other people have not, because there has been, there probably like 5 or 6 people, but after I asked, 2 people specifically sent, messages with songs, and that was way cool. Hey, I'm gonna crack open a beer. Check it out. We got the good stuff, man. I'm drinking like Bukowski. Pour some out. Pour some out for your homie. I know. Hey, Belia. Hello. Cheers to you. I love Bukowski. This is good. This beer smells like weed, you guys. It's like, this is like weed. I mean, it is, that hops they're related to marijuana. A friend of mine told me that. Or hemp, you know. Oh yeah, Mike? We have similar walls. All right. Now we're talking. Hemp beer. Yeah, I gotta drink some hemp beer. That sounds good. All right, I'm almost ready to play a song. Maybe I should try playing a song. I don't know. Get a couple. Slam a beer down me here and start rocking. I'd rather drink weed. Okay, we got some Trailer Park Boys fans on here. I know, I think there's a couple. I freaking love the Trailer Park Boys. I wish, like, right now we could all watch it together. It'd be funny. But I don't know how that'd work. Play something mellow and folksy. should do a... Hey, thank you, guys. You should do a studio recording of that. Yes, I should. I will. I was just talking to Pat, and we're gonna do an EP, like a 5-song sleeper cell thing, and I might throw on some acoustic stuff, or maybe I'll do my own acoustic album separately. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just do like I should probably do a solo album, huh? Kind of thinking it might be a good idea. Separate solo album. Let's see. What's another song I could do? Trying to remember. Any requests? I don't know if I should ask that. You guys are gonna stump me. Neil Young. Oh, yeah, see, I shouldn't have. I'm not very good at busting out. Love Buzz, Fearless. Oh, Towns Van Zandt. God, I need to learn some Towns. I need to learn some Towns Van Zandt for sure. All right, here we go. Winds went black when she took back her love, threw it out into the sun. Birds did fly when the heavens all went dry, and the cigarettes were smoking by themselves. She'll do anything. She'll do anything. She'll do anything to make you feel like an asshole. She calls your name, she looks the same as you. Question marks stretch across his skin. She tangles carrots, makes you feel embarrassed. Be the fool you know you are. She'll do anything. She'll do anything. She'll do anything to make you feel like an asshole. All right. No, it's a Beck song. Tom Petty covered it, actually. I don't know why I'm getting a bad connection, you guys. For some reason now. Corporate mainstream sucks. Oh, 7 days. Oh, yeah. I'm doing okay, Adam. How you doing, man? I want to hear Adam play a song. I wish I could go. Okay, we're going to watch Adam play a song now. All right, so... Here in the place and now, sparks that flow out of the atmosphere, colors reflect from the Someday soon we'll be back where we began, 7 days from where we stand, 7 dreams and 7 nights, 7 miles to go, get back home. Here in the place and now, chill of the leaves bring the spring. It's always moments blossoming around like the carousel. We'll be back where we began, 7 days from where we stand, 7 dreams and 7 nights, 7 miles to go, get back home. We'll be back where we began, 7 days from where we stand, 7 dreams and 7 nights, 7 miles to go, to get back home at last. Yeah, that is my tune. It's called 7 Days. Thank you, you guys. See, that was. I wish I was rolling not a joint, but I wish I was rolling tape at that point, because I was kind of in the moment there. I felt like I can feel like when I do a pretty good a version that I like. That would have been good rolled tape right there. Do it lower. All of the faces I do like Giants in the Trees. They have some songs. There's a song called Pretend. Pretend is amazing. Thank you, Adam. Oh yeah, you know what? I got this little tape recorder here, guys. In my thrifting excursion, see, I got this right here. And my phone. Of course, I didn't record any of that, but it's on here. So, I can actually go out of my phone into my recorder. Screaming Trees! I know, I need to be recording it. Maybe you guys can remind me. Go, hey, John, are you recording this? I mean, of course I'm recording on here, so there's always that. I can still take it off of my, as long as I keep the stream. Seed Song is great. What's Seed Song? No, I didn't quit. I cut down and then I cut back up. I need to get in the habit of recording. Is that, yeah, I think that's what you mean. Oh yeah, Jeff Buckley's amazing. Thanks for reminding me. I like that song. I tried to learn it at one time. She's calling you, calling you. Something like that. It's that Calling You song. It's an amazing song. The Calling You song. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but look up Jeff Buckley, Calling You. He's playing solo and it's literally freaking beautiful. You know what? I learned another Jeff Buckley song years ago. I don't remember it right now. But it's off of the record that came out after Grace. For my Sweetheart the Drunk, there's a song off there I learned. See, it was like 2006 or something when I learned that. But he's got some weird chords and stuff, so I'll tell you guys, man. That T-Rex song, it's freaking haunting me. The White Swan song is haunting me. I think I have to learn it because it won't leave me alone. I mean, literally, man. It's like, you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, there'll be a song that you just, I mean, like, I don't know, you guys that watched my last live, I played the record of it, and I started like getting really emotional, and then I swear to God, all I've been able to think about, like, it goes through my head all the time. Like the lyrics are kind of funny. They're kind of like, ride the white swan. They're how would I explain it? Kind of fantasy oriented, I guess, but they're pretty cool. Like, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think I'm gonna attempt to learn it. But what album is that song on? It's on not Unicorn, but what album is that on? Shit, I have to go look. But I need to learn how to play it right, because it takes kind of two people, though. Like, where have you been all these years, brother? You have a good... Oh, hey. I've been around, man. I've been around. I've been rocking. Actually, you know what? Juan, Jose. I've been on YouTube now for 12 years. 12 years, which is crazy. I think about that, I'm like, God long time. Pacific Northwest. Oh yeah, the Seed song's cool. I like the Seed song, the Sasquatch song, Pretend. It's really good. There's a song that she starts off acoustic that I really like. It was really good live too. That song stuck out. I know we're going for a long time, man. You guys are keeping me, keeping my brain occupied, helping. 12 years here in YT. I've been missing YT. I don't get it. Bud. The stream is making my Day great night. Oh, Sunday. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, yep, YouTube 2006. You are correct. YT. You know what I thought of? I thought of the metal band Y&T. That's how my brain works. That's what I thought of. Y&T. Oh, I'm glad you guys like my cheesiness, or maybe most of you probably do. Trying to think. Let's see. What do I want to play? Let's see. Solo album. I gotta do it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Drink up. Everybody. Everybody drink. No, I have a solo album. I mean, I have enough songs. I did like homemade solo albums, but I think I should press something. You got water? Yeah, it's a good idea. I need to drink water. Man, thinking right. I should totally drink water, Adam. Yeah, I know, Catherine. I know. I really, it is dehydrating. What's your deepest, darkest secret that I've been keeping from all of you? And by water, it means vodka. Yeah. Vodka. And John is Illuminati. Oh yeah, my brother's Bruce's funny video. You know what, you guys? When we first moved to Furcrest, it's like part of Tacoma. We were 322. You can see it. It's actually on that piece of mail that Kurt sent me. 322 Contra Costa. Now, if you look up Freemasons, 322, and my dad was a Mason. He was in the Masons when he moved up here. Like, my family was all Masons, dude. We used to go to Mason. I'm serious. We used to go to Mason dinners, and I'm not kidding. And we moved to 322 Contra Costa. Serious. See? No joke. And my birthday is 1/13/69. That's, if you look at it written out in numerology, if any of you guys know numerology, check it out. My birthday's weird. It's 011369. It's pretty strange. I mean, if you think about it. It would be even weirder if it was 01, let's see, 01, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Your dad's social security number 666. He must be old, man. He was... No, you know what? You guys want to know, like, what the Masonic the whole thing? It's funny because I've looked into the stuff, the stories, and yeah, the Masons, they go back a long time. There's a lot of weird stuff with Masons, right? But I'll tell you, all I remember is like roast beef over like bread and string beans. I mean, that's like, it's like we'd go and have dinners, and it was just like pretty boring, really. Like, it was like old people food. Yeah, it wasn't even Bavarian. It wasn't even that good. It was like, I've had food in Germany, and it was amazing. This is like, it's like cheesy old people food. And I won a bag of groceries one time at a Masonic thing, right? Like a family Masonic thing. I mean, really pretty boring, you guys. Like, I mean, really all they do is like, they sit around and drink coffee and talk about old people stuff. They're not conspiring. I really, really doubt that, man. I mean, maybe like in Washington D.C. there's high level Masons now, but all that stuff happened years ago. If they were like conspiring shit, So anybody that believes that just needs to go to some Masonic meetings, and you'll see that, you know, they wear their Masonic clothes and then sit around, drink coffee, and talk about like old people stuff. That's what they do, man. It's not even evil. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's definitely not evil at all. Just it's more like rituals, traditions. So I don't like rituals and traditions, guys. The one thing I want you to know about me, I think rituals and traditions suck. They don't really mean a whole lot. I like Christmas. I like spending Christmas with my family, Thanksgiving with my family. Everything behind the meaning of it sucks. If you think about freaking Thanksgiving, it's horrible, right? I mean, just slaughters, happen, to Indian folks, American, American Indian, I don't know. And it's just like, traditions need to be crushed. Traditions, crush them all. Crush that shit, man. We don't need it anymore. We need to move on in the world, right? I mean, I'm not. Sorry. I don't want to upset anybody. Let's see. Right on. Yeah. Tradition is the root of all insanity, really. As people get so locked in their brain capacity cells that they think things have to be a certain way because it's been that way for so long, and don't change it, because if you change it, then we're all gonna die. I mean, we need to change it, or shit. You know what, you guys? Those of you that grew up in the 80s, say in your teens or whatever, you remember. I mean, besides being living in the 60s as a teenager or whatever, like nuclear war was talked about. I mean, there was like, there like in school, like they teach you how to jump under your desk or whatever, right? And there'd be like the klaxon would go off every Wednesday at noon, like the sirens, because where I live, you guys, this is Fort Lewis here, McCord, Fort Lewis. Look it up. Look on the West Coast, the whole West Coast of the United States, and you'll see Fort Lewis, McCord is huge military base. Huge. We are like target, a big target, right? But yeah. So right now, it's I don't much care about it as much. But when I was a kid, it was kind of scary. It was like, I mean, could there be a nuclear war? I mean, and and it inspired Subvert. If you listen to "We All Fall Down," I actually wrote part of that Subvert song too on guitar. That was one song that I wrote guitar parts to. But if you listen to the lyrics, it's um hide in our beds. It's just like it's hide in our beds. No, that's a different song. Sorry. But we all fall down was inspired by, like the fear every day of like, wow, we're gonna get bombed or something. I mean, it's like there could be war, right? Um, I mean, yeah. So Subvert was very serious. We weren't just doing it just to be a punk band. Uh, Eric, John Grant, their lyrics were very, very serious. Like, you need to. This is like world changing shit. Like listen to this. You need to fucking wake the fuck up. You know. Anyway, yeah. There's some very amazing lyrics on that album. I didn't write. I wrote a little bit of music on that album, but I didn't write any lyrics. Wait. You live right next to the biggest military base. Which one is that? Next, Josh, you do in Canada? I didn't know that, man. Green Diaper Rash. I hope not, man. That's a bad name for a punk band. Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's. Let's just cross our fingers, man. I hope no crazy wars happen, but people are fucking they're losing their minds, I mean, or they already lost their minds. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. A lot of world leaders, so I just think everybody thinks they're right, and then that causes the conflict. Hey, Harold, right on, man. That's a good way to look at things, right? I mean, I love humanity. We're all in this together, right? We are. A lot of us are related at one point, probably, through just family lines, and it just happens, man. Yeah, yeah. Josh, that happens here too, man. When they start doing tests, I mean, it's pretty far away, like Fort Lewis, but you can hear that stuff. You can. They don't do it as much anymore. They have there's these military planes that fly over the city all the time, and they're loud. I forget what they're called. It's a big military plane, and they do the flyovers over Tacoma all the time. Yeah, you could say World War III is already happening, huh? If you wanted to. I don't know. I think it's on a downward spiral, but hope and love are more powerful. Yeah. Yep. Ultimately, I do believe that. But unfortunately, it's the fucking crazy assholes that run these countries that have the most powerful weapons in the world in their, at their disposal. So that's a little scary at times, right? I mean, but I guess you just can't really worry about it. We just keep rocking, man. That's what we need to do. Keep rocking. Nothing like smell of used napalm in the morning. You should smell Tacoma. Tacoma's even. Yeah, we can't worry about it. I don't know. I don't even know what got me on that subject. So somebody said something. One of you guys. It's one of your fault. It's all of your fault. Keep rocking in the free world. Doot, 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 doot. Electric Funeral. Yeah, it's a good song. All right, all right. For the one love and the one to guide, hold it inside where we love to hide. It's a long climb into the great divide, from December into the sky blue eye. Sky Blue Eye. Thank you. John has a hit industry. You're not talking about me. All right. Thank you. All right, you guys. Yeah, I should probably wrap it up. This is fun, though. I'm really. Look how much time's gone by. I swear, man, it doesn't seem like that long. I mean, everybody that that hung out. I mean, I really appreciate it. I was kind of in a mediocre mood today, and needed you guys to help put me in a better mood, and playing songs and everything. I know, Josh. I mean, some of you have been here for almost 2 hours. You know, and it means a lot. It really does. So thank you, Andre, Eric Smith, you guys. Uh, sorry, Adam, Marie, Amy, Mike, you guys. Thank you, Bella, Belia, Catherine. All right, hold on a second. Let's see. You guys are all freaking beautiful, Zachary. You know, like I said, if no pressure, but if anybody wants to make a video and send me just to say hello, and send a song or not or whatever, or don't, it doesn't matter. Just I love hearing from you guys. So anyway, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right, bye.